Hello everybody, good evening and welcome here to the second round of the revival of the Craftsman Cup series. I am your commentator Sean as usual, and we are getting ready for the qualifying session for tomorrow's race here at Auto Club Speedway. We did a bit of practice before going into qualifying, and there was some numerous concerns beyond the drivers most of the drivers, that the cars were going too fast around here. They were going in excess of about 210 to 220 miles an hour. So they had an emergency meeting after the practice, and they all agreed, and some of them didn't, but the majority of the drivers agreed to put a restrictor plate package out for this track, just for the benefit and the safety of the drivers. So could be seeing some more overtakes here around Auto Club Super Speedway as the cars are heading out. Here comes the first car that came out of the pits first. As there comes Stefan Papiez, he comes out. And who was actually first out? It is Nick Gunther. So Nick Gunther will be the first to complete a lap. There he is. Also, qualifying has now added an extra 5 minutes now to these sessions. It's now 15 minutes. It was usually 10 minutes, but the CCS officials have decided that maybe an extra 5 minutes won't do drivers that much harm. So, as you can see, Nick then coming across the start-finish line, and he's touching out just over 170 miles an hour, whereas in the practice session, he was clocking at about 216 miles an hour. And I believe Nick was one of them who was involved, who agreed to have a restrictor plate package on there. Anyway, he did set the fastest time, 41.014, but as you can see now, he's down to 5th place now. And just ahead of them is Brandon Ross in that iconic number 3 livery. A strong run at Daytona last week, finishing in 7th position then for the veteran. Followed behind him is the 50 of Anthony McCrory, followed by Stefan Papiez, and there's Carson Gum. There's a good pack of cars right here. That's Matt McIntyre, Richard Johnson and Cole Deaver. Now Cole Deaver was obviously very unhappy with Chris Summers that brought out the first caution at Daytona. Actually, there was some words being exchanged in both camps, and the DCS has actually warned Chris Summers for his driving. So Chris is going to be on his best behaviour then during this race. At the moment, Richard Johnson, 20th fastest for car 20. And Matt McIntyre continuing so far with good form after Daytona. He's 4th fastest overall. Cole Deaver is 9th quickest behind him. Brandon Tedesco, he's 29th, but he's going to go quicker now this lap by. He's just clocking over the line at about 180 miles an hour. 40.208. That puts him P2. Right, followed behind, you got Diego Ospina, and there's Jamie Smith. New livery for Jamie. He's got multiple liveries for that team. Trek Torga in the sort of like the bluish, greyish Route 66 Ford. Christian Martin and Noah Hart all there too. Christian 13th quickest. Noah Hart 15th quickest. Trek Torga is 11th. Diego Ospina 17th. And Jamie Smith in 5th place. Oh, and there's a crash, and that's Ospina getting into Christian Martin right on qualifying. That was quite interesting. And there might be some words exchanging in the camps between both Christian Martin and Diego Ospina. So both Diego hit the wall quite hard, it must be said. Anyway, he's getting closer down to the back of Matt McLean. Followed by Wes McCall. And there is the current tie, the points leader, Charles Sanfer, the winner last week. Still living the dream. He actually had a phone call from Johnny Benson because he heard about the win that he and the 10 car did. And again, like I said, eradicated all those disappointment 25 years ago. So it was quite refreshing to hear an actual NASCAR legend there getting on the phone to Charles Sanford saying, you know, congratulations on winning the Daytona 500. You did something that I nearly did. Behind him then is Sam Oskin in the 31, and he just ducks lower, hoping to bounce back after the disappointment last week at Daytona did Sam, as he finished the race 3 laps down. Jessica Shelton's just pulled her car into the pit lane. Behind you got Dylan Young, who won one of the Gatorade Dual races, and he's down there in 19th place. Michael Norman, still a mystery to why Michael Norman had his bonnet removed. Must have made contact with someone when they came out of the pits. I'm not too sure. Is that more scraping? I think someone else may have just scraped the wall ahead. Trent Dunham, 10th place for him. Jeremy Tacos, 32nd. And Nathan Ormond, who was pretty much the car to beat. Oh, yeah, Sam Oskin's got damage now. Yep, Sam Oskin, you can see he's got damage to the right side. I thought I wasn't hearing something there, but yep. But this guy was the car to beat. 32 lead changes, and he led nearly a quarter of the 500 a week ago, leading 14 out of the 60 laps. And currently, Nathan Ormond has put his Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet into 10th position. His teammate, though, RJ Bishop, in 7th. Followed behind by a couple of rookies and another CCS veteran of Dylan Poteet. Bishop 7th fastest at the moment. Nico Ketchum in the FamilyClick.com Ford for Roush Racing. He's 16th fastest. Levi McIntyre is going to pull into the pit lane, put some new fresh tyres on him. He's 26th. Noah Cars is 28th. And Dylan Poteet in 9th place. Yep, there's Chris Summers. He's currently 38th fastest, but again, all eyes are on him. Hopefully, he'll be a good boy during this race. Well, no, Jamie Murray didn't finish. No, none of these drivers finished in the top 10. This is a different year, National Guard, actually. Yep. But yep, all eyes definitely are on Chris Summers after causing one of the big ones in Daytona. Back to Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, the Daytona 500 winner, down in 34th place. There's Cole Diva. You can see that Cole Diva and Chris Summers are separated away from pit lane, so we don't want to see any more conversations being made here. Oh, look at this pack of cars. Look at this. So you've got Daniel Voiles in the blue, white and red, 36. You've got Cody Lamas, Seth Cole, still recovering from that neck injury. But he says the neck is definitely getting better. This is pretty much like a race. And you can see how wide these drivers are taking. Look, you can go 4 wide here without any problems. So let's go through all these drivers then. So leading the pack then is Daniel Voiles. He's 26th fastest. Seth Cole's 28th. There's your current pole sitter, Nick Gunther in the 55. Then you've got Nathan Hudson in the black and red, number 6. Look at this. This is great racing. This is all just in qualifying. Coming up on 6 minutes to go. And this is how wide these cars are going. 4 wide here. And again, if you're doing this at over 210 miles an hour, then that's a massive, massive problem. Nick pulls way down on the high side. And you can also see the 24 of Kyle Matthews. No, that's Nathan Ormond. My apologies. There is Kyle Matthews back in the iconic rainbow liveried Chevrolet. So far, he's 28 fastest. Looks like he's going to go into the pits, is he? Indeed he is. So in goes Kyle Matthews. Cody Lammers in P5. So the, well, I tell you what, the Andy Petrie racing team have really got their cars dialed in qualifying. First and fifth. And don't forget, Cody Lammers started on the pole last week at Daytona. Well, Nick qualified a lowly 28th. Out goes Cody Lammers in his freshly repaired Lowe's Chevrolet. He'll try and catch up to the back of this pack of cars. Jessica Shelton then is 16th. Nathan Hudson is 18th. Joshua Collard is in the third place, 39.876 then for the Brit. Now there was a driver that we also need to talk about there, Stephen Colon. What a drive he had. It was a very underrated drive from Stephen. Started Daytona last week, 41st, and he finished inside the top 10 in 8th place. That's a really creditable drive, being a rookie in the Craftsman Cup Series, and so far he's in 6th place for Melling Racing. So, you know, the team there, which is led by Chad Knaus, is really working. In fact, he's down to P7. Someone's gone quicker than him. James Qualls, we didn't see a lot of James last week. He's 25th fastest for him. Brandon Ross is 28th. Rye Hayden, who had signs of being really good in the early goings of Daytona Speed Weeks, was up there in the shootout. Finished second in one of the Gatorade dual races, but then kind of fell short as he was caught up in the second incident. And currently he is in 35th place. Andy McCrory is in 4th place. So out goes Jeremy Taco as he comes out right in front of Carson Gum at Brantadisco and the two Pontiacs of Matt McIntyre and Richard Johnson. Brantadisco now into 12th place. Carson Gum 27th. Richard Johnson is 24th. And Matt McIntyre is 18th. I think we've actually gone through all the drivers, I believe. Diego Ospina, 4th fastest then for him. We haven't even seen Danny Wells, actually. We're not talking about Danny Wells yet. There he is, and he has got the 2nd slowest time. So from the highs of finishing in the top 5 at Daytona, and he is down there in 41st place. So not really good then for Danny. And there's the guy who finished 3rd last week, Zachary Fitzwater. He's got the slowest time, but he's going to get gang-banged by these bunch of drivers behind him. Less than 3 minutes to go until the end of the qualifying session now. Oh, someone had a lick of flame. That looked quite nice there too. Levi McIntyre, 34th fastest. And still Nick Gunthert with the advantage. Still holding on to that pole position. Nathan Hudson up to 14th. His time did improve, a 39.972. Will he improve again as he crosses the start-finish line? He goes a little bit quicker, 39.956. Only gained him 1 spot. Cody Lammers is now into 8th position. Joshua Collard is still 3rd. Jesse Turner 30th now. He's getting quicker now because he's in with a pack of cars. So we've now got officially 2 minutes to go until the end of qualifying. Noah Cars has now got up into this pack of cars. He is 39th in the Hot Wheels Pontiac. There's another pack of cars right here. Ricky Hayden. That's the rest in peace MotoGP rider. Rye Hayden, sorry. Brandon Ross now in 7th place. And there's his teammate side by side with him. Sam Oskin is 29th. James Qualls is up to 16th. And Stephen Colon just hanging on in 10th place. Carson Gum is now down to 31st place then. 80 seconds to go. Jamie Smith down in 40th now, so that livery is not giving Jamie good luck whatsoever. Trek Toga 34th. Michael Norman, there he is, the rookie, 22nd place. The freshly repaired car now of Diego Ospina. He is 4th place. And There is Chris Summers. He's also leading the gang of cars here too. Pulte, McCall, Trent Dunham, Matt McLean, RJ Bishop, and Nico Ketchum all there. Chris only just cracked into the 40-second bracket, 39.995. So far that will put him on the inside of the 10th row as Pulte tries to have a look on the inside. And you can just see how brilliant this racetrack is, how wide it is. There's going to be plenty of overtaking, plenty of four wide activity. As we're coming down then on 15 seconds to go as RJ Bishop and Trent Dunham, almost making contact. Then Chris makes the sharp turn into the pits. And there's a look at Wes McCall, and 0 seconds, so qualifying is now over. They will just get all their laps in. Oh, Matt McLean, 7th fastest for him. Good going there for him. Stefan Papiez, he's on the outside front row. Stefan Papiez in the Tide Ford. Another CCS veteran. Don't be fooled by the rookie stripes. He's not a rookie. He's been here from the very beginning of the CCS. Oh, he's down in 3rd place. Someone has just passed him. Someone's just gone slightly quicker than Stefan Papiez. We were just about to find out in just a couple of seconds' time. Yep, these times will not count now, as you see. So let's just pause it then. So here we go. Let's see who will start on the pool. And it was Nick Gunther, and it was Noah Cars by 1,000th of a second slower than Nick Gunther. So yet again, another Andy Petrie Racing team is on the pole position, but it's not Cody Lammers this time. It is his teammate Nick Gunther, and Noah Cars on the last run gets his Pontiac into 2nd place, and like I says, 1,000th slower than Nick Gunther. Stefan Papiez, though, he will start on the inside of row 2, and he'll be alongside Daniel Voiles. Jesse Turner having the same, look at that, drivers, 3 drivers with the same lap time, 39.876. Voiles, Turner, and Collard all starting in there. Then you've got Diego Ospina, he's down now in 7th. Matt McLean in 8th. Seth Coon still driving with a sore neck in 9th, and he's alongside his good friend Anthony McCrory, sharing the same row together and the same time together. Brandon Ross and Trent Dunham will start on row 6. Cody Lammers fell down to 13th, then Christian Martin. Wes McCall, also at the same time with Christian Martin. Stephen Colon will start the race in 16th, so much more better than what he did at Daytona. RJ Bishop will start 17th. Jessica Selton in 18th. Nathan Hudson will start 19th ahead of Brand Disco. James Qualls will start 21st. Charles Sanford, the Daytona 500 winner and joint points leader, he will start in the outside of row 11. And behind him will be the guy that's tying with him in the points, Nathan Ormond. He will start in 24th. Pulte 23rd. Chris Summers 25th. Then you've got Michael Norman, Dylan Young, and Matt McIntyre completing 26, 27, and 28. And now we go down to positions 29 to 42. Jeremy Tackles, Nico Ketchum, Sam Oskin, Zachary Fitzwater. So Zachary improved his time just slightly. Rye Hayden, I was going to see Nicky again. Cole Deaver, Richard Johnson, Carson Gum, Noah Hart, Trick Torger, Kyle Matthews, back in the Rainbow Liveried Chevrolet. He will start the race in 39th ahead of Levi McIntyre, Jamie Smith, and Danny Wells down there in 42nd place. So there you go. That is the end of the first qualified, well, not the dual races there, but congratulations then to Nick Gunther. He will start the race tomorrow on the pole position. Tomorrow's race is 50 laps long, and we can't wait to see you there to join us tomorrow. So don't forget, give this qualifying a like, thumbs up if you will, comment down below, or comment in the live chat if you will, and we'll see you again tomorrow for tomorrow's race.